right, everybody, welcome in. There he is, number 4, Deshaun Watson, new quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. Of course, much intrigue and trepidation, and it all happened, of course, when I was overseas for a couple weeks, so we couldn't do anything about it. But there he is. He is in brown and orange. We'll get a chance to see him today against the Baltimore Ravens, and of course Lamar Jackson. But excited to bring you the sim regardless, of course. And let's bring in the other half here, Kit Nagy on the mic. Kit, how are we doing tonight?
Doing great, thanks. Yeah, this is an interesting new setup here for the Browns, as the Mayfield era seems to be at an end, and Deshaun Watson is going to come in, and you know, obviously if you listen to that press conference and all of the press conferences around this, the Browns think very, very highly of him and who he is as a person and what he brings to this team. If previous play is an indication, he was easily thought of as a top 5 quarterback in the league, and with as loaded as this roster is outside of the quarterback position, with him in that spot, it very well could be very positive going forward.
Absolutely. There's a look at Lamar Jackson's season stats in our sim. Remember, the first time we played the Ravens, we won by like 3 points. And remember, he threw like 6 picks in that game, if I remember.
That's right.
Correctly. So second time seeing the Ravens, and we've already seen the Steelers twice as well. He's going to start quickly into the shotgun, quickly fire left side. He's got his man, and he's going to go down immediately. Mark Andrews is Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there as well. A couple other just roster updates things. It seems only fair, if we're going to trade our first round pick for Deshaun Watson, that we needed to give him to the Texans. So sadly, Garrett Wilson is on the Texans now. It felt like it was the right thing to do rather than to continue to keep him. So he did go over in that trade since we'd already made it. And there's a first look at Chase Winovich, number 69. He put a poll up on Twitter, actually, for the fans to vote for his number, and of course they picked 69. So you'll see him there at the bottom of your screen in that Jadeveon Clowney position opposite of Myles Garrett as well. But so I did have to get rid of Garrett Wilson, but that's the only real roster note. In terms of free agency for the Ravens, they've actually had a very quiet free agency. Marcus Williams came over from the Saints, and Michael Pierce came over from the Vikings. So you'll see both of those guys on defense. And obviously that man right there, J.K. Dobbins, back this season. Remember all 3 of their starting running backs all tore ACLs in camp.
That's right.
If I'm recalling that correctly.
Sure did.
Dobbins is back. So here he is in the shotgun next to Lamar. Lamar's going to give it to him right up the middle, and Campbell's waiting. And Campbell has not signed with anybody yet, so he's staying on the Browns for now.
All right. Well,
he has been so good for us.
Yeah, no doubt.
But so appreciate it. Welcome in 504. Welcome in Chris G. Welcome in Dino. Good to see you all on here. 3rd and 9 now. Lamar in the shotgun again. JK on his left hip. Also, Myles Garrett, remember, missed 5 weeks for us earlier in the season, so he's back in there working on that right tackle, which I believe is Morgan Moses, coming over from the Washington football team. I believe they are going to get the first down.
Now the Commanders, right?
That's right. Sorry, yes, they're
still
officially the Commanders. That'll take some time to get used to. They're still the football team in this game.
Or the commies, as some people have taken to calling them already.
No. Good drag route over the middle, Rashard Bateman there. Ward was with him step for step, but the catch is made for a first down.
Or maybe they
just
should go
over
with
midfield.
Mandos or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of Disney Plus love out there.
Yeah.
Here's Lamar going to the right side. He's going to fire back left, and he's got his man right on the sideline. They're going to say he got both feet in. Marquise Brown, that was a wild-looking play. Kid, I will say that your new hyped-up internet, plus me sending you a higher FPS, it looks very nice tonight on the stream.
Yeah, that fiber was a huge upgrade for me in general, but also for this stream, because I can pump it out full res, full frame rate as large or as much as it'll take, and it definitely seems to make a difference, which I'm very much appreciative of.
Which is awesome. Right side, he's going up, and Ward picks it. They're going to say he got his feet in.
Wow, what a play.
What a play.
Wow.
And immediately we're seeing Deshaun Watson stats. So there you go. Remember, in the offseason, we voted on our poll that Carolina would get him. So he actually accumulated those stats with Carolina as we are in week 8 of our sim season. So
little did we know at the time what was going to happen at that point.
So here he is. First play is a Cleveland Brown. He's going to boot with Dearness Johnson in the backfield and then dump it to Johnson quickly out of the backfield, and he'll go down for a 3-yard gain. Malik Harrison, go Bucks.
Yeah, I like the timing on that. I like the timing on that play, though. Quickly out of his hands so that Dearness had a little bit of room to run. I like that.
Absolutely. Here's Chubb left side. He's got a hole, and he's got a near a first down up to the 24. They're going to give it to him. 8 yards for the Chubbernaut.
Yeah, I love that moving the sticks there. Positive plays so far on this drive, and actually that's going to be one of the biggest advantages, the guys to benefit from having Watson as a dual threat quarterback, and the threat with his arm talent is just Chubb. He's not going to be facing those 8 and 9 man boxes anymore because their defenses can't afford to do that anymore.
Absolutely. Right up the middle, they go Chubb again. This time Derek Wolfe is waiting to bring him down. 504, I have not heard that particular rumor yet. Are they trying to get a first-round pick back? Is that what you're suggesting with that?
I would be shocked if they traded Ward.
I am on record as saying I would be shocked if they traded for Deshaun Watson. We are.
Yes, we are. Yes, it's not out of the realm of possible. Certainly. Anything is possible, and trust AB and company to do what's best for the team. But that would be surprising, certainly.
2nd and 11 here with 13 personnel. Watson back to pass, big drop, fires it across the middle. He's got tight end number 3. That's Derek Deese. He's got the first down.
Wow.
And Derek Deese, the rookie out of San Jose State, picks up 20 after the catch. First down, Browns to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, Deese looking solid on that little play. He had something there as he just, rumbled up the field, broke a little bit of a tackle out of it, too. Nicely done from Deese.
Absolutely. Here's an I formation. They're going to pitch it right side. Oh, great kick by Taylor. And looking at
he's going to go.
40, 35, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Kareem Hunt.
Oh, man.
What a run for the Browns.
Oh, man.
Kareem Hunt goes the distance.
Look what this offense can do. Suddenly you open up that playbook because you've got all kinds of threats all over the field. Great kick-out block there you get from your lineman. It's just, Conklin just beautiful out on the perimeter. And then Hunt just takes advantage. Just beautiful cut, nice read of the field. And then nobody was catching him on the outside. That was textbook. And that was what the defenses were able to shut down because they didn't have to respect the pass and the receiving core as much last year. But this year looks to be very different.
Indeed. What a run there. 57-yard touchdown run for Kareem Hunt. Gets it done. Yeah, 504, I saw some rumblings that was basically just like Seahawks open to trading Metcalf, like for the right price, and then of course everybody assumes that Baker heading there is part of that deal. But I did not hear anything about Ward. I'm not sure if I would. Would you trade Ward and Baker for DK Metcalf?
Well, the one thing that does, give some merit to that argument is if there's any position where the Browns are absolutely loaded, it's at corner. Because they've got young and upcoming as Lamar's going to take off and get some nice yardage. Yep. But they've got an up-and-coming all-star out of Newsome. I think he's going to be just an absolute rock star with what he showed in his first season. Expect him to continue to be solid. And then you've got Greedy Williams really coming on after coming back from his shoulder injury, and Troy Hill as well. So, they've got some options there. Do they look to maybe move on? It's possible. And if they do, a DK Metcalf would be a wildly dangerous combination to put out there, opposite Amari Cooper and with Deshaun thrown to the two of them.
Yeah, that would be pretty bonkers. All right, unfortunately, it looks like at the end of the day for Anthony Walker, you can see him sporting the number 14 after giving up number 4, presumably to the quarterback. As Taki makes a nice stop on the right side.
Yeah, Taki really just came in there and filled that gap really nicely. Nice read from him. He is known for his run defense.
Absolutely. 3rd and 7, setting up screen right side. Lamar to J.K., and they pick up some nice blocks. He's got the first down before Lewis Seen, a rookie safety out of Georgia, in there. on the play. May get some more action in that dime package with the injury to Walker as well. First down for the Ravens, just in short of the midfield stripe here, about 8 minutes to play in the first quarter here. Thanks for joining us, Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy on Sports. Excited to bring this one to you. Lamar scrambling, pressure coming. He fires it right. He has an open receiver, and he goes over his head. It was Mark Andrews, and he was open in that gap between corner and safety, but he overthrows him.
And how about all that rumbling around Lamar and his contract and or lack thereof so far? Kind of interesting, especially now that Deshaun has signed. That changes a lot of the landscape.
Oh, I did not hear that, Dion. Thank you for that update. I will fix it after this game. I thought he went to 4. I thought I saw something about him going from 4 to 14, but we will absolutely give him number 5. It's recently available after Garrett Wilson got traded to the Texans. You'd give Greedy Baker and a 5th for Metcalf. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Ward is one of the best in the game.
He certainly is, which makes it, seem like hard. He's kind of that cornerstone type defender that you can build a defense around.
I think maybe if they can get a first rounder for him, like if you get like Baker and Ward and a pick for a first rounder and DK Metcalf, then I guess maybe I'm more interested.
Right.
But, well, time will tell again. In Andrew Berry we trust. He's has yet to do something that's really puzzled us. I mean, I don't know how many of you watched that press conference after the Deshaun, but it's like they were on him for 5 months, all the independent research they did on their own, and really sounds like they had all their ducks in a row and made the decision. So what we all assumed was that it was just Haslam seeing something shiny and new and saying, going and make that happen, maybe was not actually what had happened after all. So how about Myles Garrett on coverage over the middle? He's going to take him down right away. They shifted Dobbins outside, and somehow Myles gets the assignment. They had pretty good coverage, 3rd and 2. High formation, turn around, give it to Dobbins again. He's up the middle, and it's going to go down. Jacob Phillips.
What a stuff. Looking for him to have a big season. Yeah, looking for Phillips to really have a big season. I think this is going to be his year, as he should blossom into the player I think all of us hope he can be this season, as they're going to go for it on 4th and 1.
Yes, they are. They're going to go for it on 4th and 1. Shotgun trips to the right side, back to pass. Browns rush 4. Somebody falls down. He's got a quick slant, and it's Hollywood Brown on a first down as he beat Newsome to the 2. 1st and goal for the Ravens. Gus the Bus in the backfield behind Patrick Ricard. They give it to Bus. He spins, and Edwards is into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. A Justin Tucker extra point away from tying it up here in the first quarter.
Yeah, so back to that conversation about the research into Deshaun Watson. I thought probably the most telling comment that was made in regards to that was Paul D. Podesta, when he mentioned, even before they had gone to succeeded in making the trade, that he reminisced about making a call and just saying that, this is the most thorough investigation of any acquisition he had ever seen in his sports career. And don't forget that includes over a decade's worth of work in baseball as well on the acquisition side. So the amount of research that went into that, for that to be the most he had ever seen, that's really saying something. The most thorough investigation.
Watson, blitz coming, jumps over the blocker, and he's going to go over the middle. He's got Njoku, 14 yards and a first down. Deshaun 3 for 3 to start the game here. Yeah, I don't know about Dion. I mean, the extensions have come mid-season for Barry. I mean, if you think about Batonio, you think about Teller, Nick Chubb's, Kareem Hunt. I mean, none of them happened at this time of year, so I wouldn't necessarily say the writing's on the wall for that yet.
And don't forget too, I mean, he's probably waiting a little bit on what's going to happen with his cap space for some other players too in this conversation.
Correct.
Don't forget, if they trade Baker Mayfield, how much of that contract are they still going to be on the hook for? That's a big chunk of money potentially that they're talking about freeing up after the June 1 deadline. We're going to free up another $9 million as Chubb is going to catch one. Actually, that was
Cooper.
That was Cooper. Yeah, that was Cooper. I was like, I saw the X Factor thought Chubb, but I was like, wait a second, that's not the right number.
I changed him to number 2 because they announced that he was going to wear number 2 while I was gone as well.
Which is why I was confused there for a moment. But Cooper with a nice little drag route to pick up the first down on 3rd and 1. So Hooper's contract comes off the book for another $9 million after June 1. That's when officially that release will go on the books. Yeah. And then don't forget, on the other side of the discussion, for how much do they owe is going to be, what do they do? Does Landry come back? Does Clowney come back? What do those contracts look like? What other free agents might they sign? So there's a lot to work out with all of that. So they may be waiting for some of the free agency and trade dust to settle a bit. Just so they have a better picture of what their actual cap situation is before they look to see what they can do for an extension with Ward. But I do think it's probably in the plans if they're not looking to trade him.
Absolutely. Little empty backfield there twice in a row now for Deshaun Watson. They blitzed the first time. Back to pass here on 3rd and 4. He's going to move to the right, throws it on the run. He has his receiver in just out of the outstretched hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And that will bring in the rookie Cameron Dicker, who has yet to make from 50-plus yet. It'll be from 51 here. Kick is up. Kick is good. His first 50-plus yarder as 51 goes through for the rookie Cameron Dicker.
Yeah, 504, obviously other than that little bit of a couple of missed passes there, some missed opportunities on that drive. But, yeah, there was a lot of just, positive plays going on in that drive. A lot of kind of like things clicking in this playbook and in this offense. So it seems to be a lot more, working together more efficiently.
Absolutely. Across the middle, dump it off. He's got his man. It's Bateman. Short gain, give him about 7. Look at all those superstars on the defensive line. You got Miles, you got Calais Campbell, and DeMarvin Leal popped as a superstar.
Wow.
So why not? I don't know. We drafted him.
Yeah,
position of need, Eve.
I'm excited. I'm excited for DeMarvin Leal. I think he's going to be very, very good. And if the Browns get a chance to draft him, I hope they do.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, flip it over. 15 minutes back on the clock. Browns lead 10-7. Appreciate everybody here. Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy. Yes, Dion, I have Ethan, but he's not as high rated as Nick Harris just yet. So I don't know what kind of a season he had last year. But Pacic is the backup in the center position to Nick Harris, at least for right now. Lamar fakes it, the handoff. Now he's going to leave the pocket. Left side, he's going to take off. Nope, just kidding. He's going to dump it quickly to a tight end. And I think they may end up losing a yard. No gain. 3rd and 2. That
really was awkward.
Yeah, I've tried to be as accurate as I could, especially at least with the Browns free agents, Dion. With the other teams, I'm not 100% yet. Kind of going through a team at a time and trying to. Some of the guys are just like out of the game and, random play buried in somebody's practice squad, so it's hard to get them exactly.
What a play there!
Trying my best.
What a play there from Phillips, just blitzing a gap there on the free blitzer position, and just came up with a really nice tackle there to keep him short. We'll see what they do with this at the 45. Absolutely. They may like to go.
Great play. Defensive line did their job, gave him a nice open hole, and he did not disappoint. Dobbins is going to go down. It is 4th and inches. And they will bring out the punter, Sam Cook. Come on, Dion. What are you thinking, man? Did I sign Ethan Pacic to the Browns? Have you met me? Digitally, at least? In fact, I was going to start it, and then I forgot to change Winovich's number to 69, and I saw that he cut his hair, so I changed him to a face that doesn't have the flowing blonde locks anymore. That's how much we care about realism here on this channel.
Yes, we do. But speaking of Winovich, that whole, leave it up to the fans to pick the number, though, good on him. That's kind of cool.
That's super awesome.
I like that. That's really neat. Of course, the fan base would pick 69.
But again, 30 to 35 is Kareem Hunt with another big run. Now 3 carries, 84 yards for Kareem.
And what a sweet little move. It wasn't overstated. He didn't give him a large jab step or anything. It was just a very fluid kind of hip show that he just left the defender in the dust. Very minimalistic there, but love it. Got the defender completely in the wrong track.
Here comes Kareem again up the middle. He's going to get past the 40 to the 42 this time. The Ravens defense was there. Haven't seen number 43 yet or 58. Those are the two big defensive signings here for the Ravens. Left side again, Kareem Hunt. It's been a steady diet of Kareem Hunt. We haven't seen much of Nick Chubb. They just happen to be randomly picking formations that Hunt is in over Chubb. Back to pass now on a 3rd and 8. Watson, time in the pocket. He fires a strike over the middle. He's got a first down, and he hits George Pickens. 3rd round pick, George Pickens. And there's Marcus Williams, number 43, that makes the tackle, but the first down yardage is achieved from the rookie out of Georgia.
Yeah, so you mentioned the offseason here for the Ravens, and it's kind of interesting because they really have been very, very quiet in the offseason. Not a lot of big splashy moves, which is interesting considering what the rest of the AFC has done. And I think what they're probably thinking is, they've got a great roster. They just were so injured last year that they didn't have to do a lot. Bring...
Yeah, they're getting a bunch of guys back.
Yeah, so almost they're having a positive offseason just by injury recovery, but at the same time, you almost feel like they're getting left behind a little bit with the arms race that is going on in the AFC. The Browns, notwithstanding, They're certainly part of that.
Absolutely. Here's a little dump off from Watson to David Njoku, 2nd and 7. Upcoming Odafe Oweh, second-year player out of Penn State, on the tackle. The big first-round pick for the Ravens in our virtual draft was Nakobe Dean, the linebacker out of Georgia. If you see 23 right there at the top of your screen flying around, that is the rookie Nakobe Dean.
And yeah, when it comes...
makes the tackle.
I was going to say, when it comes to players, kicking the tires on players, Mike, you've already said, which we talked about with Watson, is he's, as Watson goes down in a sack there from Derek Wolfe, yeah. But bringing up 4th and 11 and a punt. But, what we had mentioned earlier, and obviously it was a lot more involved with Watson than we might have originally understood or guessed. But I do believe they do their homework on all the players in the NFL at some level or another that, so very well could have, kicked the tires on Cooks, and it would not surprise me, and I think that's probably true of many, many players, because that's just the sort of front office we have now.
Big hole up the middle for Dobbins, and Delpin maybe saves the touchdown, bringing him down at the 32-yard line. Big run for JK, first down Ravens. Under 9 to play here now. Lamar in a little bit of an offset eye pistol, and then they shift formations. Lamar in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, quickly fires to the right side. He's got his man. Nice tackle there in space. Myles Garrett, look at him chasing down the fullback, Patrick Ricard.
Yeah, just all over the field for Myles today.
It really has been. Lamar, play action again. 2nd and 1. Pressure holds up, or protection holds up, rather, and they go quickly to the right sideline, and they're going to say caught the ball. Mark Andrews again. John Johnson right on his heels. He's going to catch it and step out of bounds. First down, Ravens. A little bit of momentum gathering on this drive. The shift formations inaudible again. Here comes Lamar, boot action to the left. Now he's going to go back to the right. Now he's going to tuck it and take it. 45 to the 40, 35, 30, 20. Where are the Browns? 10, 5, and he's going to slide down at the 7. Where were the Browns on that play? That was wild.
Yeah, that was wild. Interesting that the defense really was so, I guess faked out on over pursuing to the wrong direction, and nobody able to recover quickly enough as Lamar just uses his feet to beat just about all the guys on the field.
Absolutely. All right, here's another pistol. Turn around, give it. There's a Fidi Igdenabo. He's going to come around the left tackle. Looks like maybe a stamina sub in there, and he's going to bring down J.K. Dobbins for a 3-yard loss now. 2nd and goal all the way back to the 10. Yeah, on that one, Dion, they certainly looked like they were in man, and everybody played that boot action kind of levels concept to the far side of the field. And Lamar wisely went the other way. They're going to hand it off to Gus Edwards. He's just going to pick up 2, sets up a 3rd and goal from the 8. Time for some pressure here. That'd be nice. Back to pass. He's going to have a little bit of a clean pocket. Now it breaks down, and he's going to fire it out of bounds. He had Bateman, but it looked like it would have been a really tough catch for the second-year receiver out of Minnesota. So they bring in Automatic Tucker, and he will likely tie the game here.
Yeah, interesting there that Lamar didn't elect to go to the outside on, he actually was outside of the widest man on the defender on the line, and had not done a very good job with contain. He probably scores the touchdown if he elects to take off. Not sure why he did not do so. Kept his eyes downfield and tried a tight window throw where, probably could have gotten in with his legs.
10-10 here, 5:58 to go. Deshaun Watson climbs under the center. We're going to stretch it left side to Nick Chubb. Can he get around the corner? He cannot. Shooting the gap very quickly is Patrick Queen. Now 4 carries, 8 yards for Nick Chubb. It has been a Kareem Hunt kind of first half so far. So we get a look at the Minshew on the backup quarterback apparently over there on the sideline. Here's Watson jockeying in the pocket, trying to leave the pocket, and he'll just throw it away. Interesting, he threw it away. All right, they're going to empty it out. 5 wide for Watson. He's alone in the backfield. Comes kind of a delayed blitz. They pick it up, and now it breaks down as Wills completely olays on Matabuki, but then it's actually Derek Wolfe with his second sack, and unfortunately the Browns cannot convert, and another punt upcoming from Cameron Johnston. Go Bucks. That wasn't the prettiest of drives. Backwards 9 yards.
Yeah, we just got done talking about how efficient and they were looking in this new look offense as they've done anything but there, and that is unfortunate. You certainly want to, continue to maintain any momentum that you might have. You certainly don't want to let the Ravens gain momentum here.
For sure. Nice dump off. Oh, look at JOK rides him backwards. After the tackle, they're going to give Andrews 1 yard of forward progress before.
Man, what a rock star! What a rock star he already is, and only is going to continue to grow into. Like it's really impressive what that young man has done and will do in the league. I'm very excited to see him this season.
Absolutely. Another little pistol look here, back to pass. Looks like an angle route coming from Riccardi. Goes to him, and he's got near the first, actually over the first down stripe and over midfield. First down Ravens, as they do have just the teensiest bit of momentum now shifting towards that purple side. Under 4 to play here in the first half. Browns need to stop. Haven't heard much from that D-line yet. They've had a bunch of sacks to start the season. Now the pressure comes in. They're going to force him to the outside, and Lamar, with a lot of green grass, actually throws that one away. That was an errant decision.
Yeah, this also would be an excellent place for an interception. Take advantage of the weakness of Lamar.
Absolutely. 2nd and 10. They're going to dump it left side to Andrews, and Greedy Williams makes a nice tackle in space. That's up 3rd and 6. He's going to be in a shotgun. He's got trips to the right side. Lamar Jackson on a 3rd and 6. He's back to pass. Pressure is contained. He fires it over the middle, and he finds a man in the middle of the zone, and it's Devin Duvernay, second-year player out of Texas, and Grant Delpit brings him to the ground, but not before Duvernay gets 12 yards on the first down.
Yeah, really nicely done on a little bit of a comeback there from Duvernay, finding the soft spot in that zone and presenting a target for Lamar to hit for the first down.
Motion coming here from Bateman. They give him a little pop pass across the middle, and it'll go down right away. Jacob Phillips once again in there for the injured Anthony Walker, and he makes a great play for a loss of 1. That's probably going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, what a great play again from Jacob Phillips, really just shooting gaps all over the place in this game and finding ways to get to making big tackles in big spots. He's just been really, really good at finding those seams and coming up with those tackles.
Indeed. We'll take it 5:04. He's calling for it right here. Jackson back to pass, fires right side.
There it is!
He called it!
He did!
What an interception! Up to the 40, to the 35. Is that John? Oh, it's Ward again. Another pick for Ward. He's had a crazy year for us.
Yes, he has. And wow, absolutely 504 called for this. Beautiful play from Ward, just high pointing that before the receiver had a chance at it. What great positioning, great ball hawking there from your best corner on the team.
That's why you don't trade him. I think he's got like 8 or 9 picks in the first 6 weeks of the season. He's been crazy good for us.
Yes, he has.
1st and 10, back to pass. Deshaun's going to chuck it deep, 1-on-1 in the end zone. And George Pickens, the rookie, can't bring it down. They took a shot, though, on that 1-on-1 coverage.
Yeah, I don't mind taking the shot there. You know, you definitely take advantage of a little bit of momentum there to maybe catch the defense napping on the shot play right after the interception. But nice to see some good yardage there on second down to bring up a 3rd and 4.
Absolutely. Here is a 3rd and 4. They actually send Chubb in motion. He's going to come back across the middle. They give it to him. He's got the first down. Nick Chubb over the 45 to the 43. And the Browns will go ahead and call their first timeout of the second quarter here in the first half. 1 minute, 1 second to play as they are in the 2-minute situation here. Blitz coming right up the middle. They don't pick him up, and that's the rookie Nakobe Dean. And he is just going to take him right to the ground, and they're going to go ahead and go hurry up there. No timeout, and then switch the play.
Yikes.
Classic maddening all over again. Here's
yeah.
Deshaun, back to pass. Matabuki breaks free, and Deshaun. It's turning into a sack fest all of a sudden.
Yeah, interestingly, Deshaun has not been very elusive in the pocket, avoiding pressure or scrambling anywhere. That's not at all what you expect from Deshaun Watson. I mean, he's escaping that pot. Both of these last 2 plays, he would have sensed the pressure, escaped the pressure in the pocket, and probably picked up positive yards in both cases. Most likely using the sideline as his friend to stop the clock.
Indeed. All right, on a 3rd and 31, this play will end the half, and they're going to dump it off short for about 2 yards to Kareem Hunt. Well, that was an interesting first half. 10-10 is the score. Browns have been better in the second halves of these sims, I will say that.
That's true.
Started with a big bang, a big 57-yard touchdown run from Kareem Hunt. And then it's kind of been a little bit of a stymied situation. Defense is doing a nice job of containing each other. 10-10, second half joining here. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy on sports. Continuing picking up. Thanks for being patient while I took my 2-week super spring break vacation to France, Italy, and Ireland. It was pretty awesome, but good to be back. Here comes Watson. He's going to move to the right side, getting chased, and he's going to actually throw this one away. Saving a big loss that time. Leon Jacobs was the pass rusher.
Well, if he's not going to scramble, at least he's throwing it away. I like that.
I know. Here's another big gap. Blitz up the middle, and Nakobe Dean, once again, the rookie out of Georgia. Deshaun is just standing there.
Yeah, no, that's not realistic at all, as he is just not even sensing that pressure in his face and just standing there to take the tackles. Very unlike Deshaun Watson.
Indeed. Here he is. He's going to roll to the right side, maybe take off. Nope, going to dump it off short to Kareem Hunt. And they'll try to get back near the original line of scrimmage, and we'll go 3 and out here for their first drive of the second half. Welcome in, Keith. Yeah, I have seen a couple people, Chris, talk about that in addition to, in theory, making the Browns a better football team by the signing of Deshaun Watson, that by doing the contract the way that he did and being the first one in the division to lock up their guy long term, he actually causes more pressure on the Ravens and the Bengals because of the numbers they're going to have to give Lamar, and Joe Burrow are now going to have to be reflective of this deal that Deshaun got. So,
right, and the fact that the Browns are so very good with their money in terms of having a plan makes that difficult to overcome. Not to mention, don't forget, I think the other big part of that story, which I think is very much connected and AB is very aware of, and to your point about 3D chess, is the fact Lamar is representing himself. He does not have an agent. So the fact that he is, the contracts negotiator for himself and his mom in that room means that now he's going to want that money, but it's going to be that much more difficult for the two sides to come to an agreement. And, we'll see what happens, but obviously the Ravens are going to want him back, but, is that going to be something they're going to be able to work out, especially at those kind of contract numbers they're talking about? Who knows?
Absolutely. As Jacob Phillips kind of shoots the gap again, then Edwards bounces off of it, and Myles Garrett finishes him off, give him a 2-yard gain. Here's some pressure coming. Winovich chasing Lamar, and Lamar will throw it out of bounds. Sets up 3rd and 8. Nice pressure there from The new Brown, Chase Winovich. Third and 8 here from Lamar. He's got time in a clean pocket. Now he's going to step up nicely. Here comes Winovich chasing again, and he'll throw it out of bounds. That brings in automatic Tucker. 2 nice plays there.
Yeah, absolutely.
From the edge from Michigan, yeah.
Not coming away with the sacks like the Ravens defense seems to be, which you would expect it to be a little bit more even-handed between Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson, as they are both very similar in that regard. However, that being said, you gotta respect the pressure the Browns' defensive line is producing and forcing those throwaways. Not winning on the sacks, but certainly getting throwaways out of it, which is a win in its own right.
Indubitably. All right, 13-10 here. Browns back on the field. Let's see if we can get back to running the football a little bit.
Yes, please.
Stretch it to the right side. Nick Chubb, and there's just a mass of bodies, and it looks like he actually loses a yard, kind of tripping over his own guys. Cameraman thinks the rookie Nakobe Dean was the one who made the tackle. Double tight end left side, Watson under center. Back to pass, Watson moves to the right side, fires on the run. He's got a little bit of a whip there. He's got his man. It's Njoku, first down to the 47 of the Ravens.
Sweet pass, nice route from Njoku. Really nicely done there as Deshaun just threw a bullet to him.
Njoku's been very good as tight end 1 here in our sim season, regardless of who the quarterback is. Here's a big stretch to the left side. Nice cut there by Hunt. He's going to pick up about 6 yards. 6 carries now for 92. Remember, 57 of them were on his first touch of the day, which went to the house. And that was really the only impact play the Browns have had on offense of note. Still kind of waiting for another one. 2nd and 4. Chubb up the middle. Breaks one. Oh, not going to break the tackle of Derek Wolfe as Conklin there, watching his running back get taken down. 3rd and 2. Back to pass. Pressure coming around the outside. He's just standing there. It's a Browns thing, not a quarterback-specific thing. I just don't understand it.
Yeah. Well,
we have given up 5 sacks with the best offensive line, and they have given up none. Now, I realize they have Lamar Jackson. As Johnson kind of bobbles it and it almost gets blocked, he sort of shanks it out of bounds. A very short punt to the 24.
Yeah, not a great punt, but yeah, the lack of love for the Browns' offensive line is...
I know, it's
really alarming, because the disrespect they are shown is completely unwarranted. They are one of the best, if not the best, in the NFL, and part of the reason why Deshaun Watson came to the Browns in the first place. It's going to be the very best line he has ever worked with.
Absolutely. 2nd and 7 motion coming. They fake the pop pass, give it to J.K. Dobbins, and Calais Campbell climbs right on his back. Of course, former Raven. Giving some back to his old team. Let's get Lamar on the ground here for once, please.
Yes.
Pressure coming. Browns just continuing to rush for left side, and it's dropped. Great coverage by Greg Newsome. That ball pops out of the hands of Bateman, and a punt will come up here after a 3 and out. So good job by the defense. 5-4, it certainly appears that way. I just don't get it. Punt taken by Jakeem Grant, new special teams player. Shifty, may see some of him in the slot as well. Jakeem Grant. Spent some time with Miami, among other teams. I formation, Stanton in the game. Turn around, give it to Nick Chubb. He tries the left side. He's going to just lower his head for about 3. It's an ugly 3 yards, but we'll take it.
Yeah, certainly ugly, and he's kind of had a rough night, rough sledding for him, whereas Hunt has had, a huge night by comparison, but sometimes it's how it works in the NFL.
Absolutely. Right side kind of does a truck stick move on nobody, and then we're going to get pinned for holding from Jack Conklin.
Of course.
2nd and 13 now for the Browns. Stanton stays in the game as the fullback. Njoku, the single tight end. They're going to pitch it to the left side this time, and the Ravens are still swarming Is Nick Chubb now 8 touches, 12 yards. Woof.
Yes, woof indeed. Not what you expect out of your rock star running back.
3rd and 13. Watson right side, fired on the sideline. He's got his man. The rookie George Pickens. What a throw and catch for a first down, Browns on a 3rd and very long.
Yeah, it's that little back, comeback route out of the outside where he found a way to make that separation, and Watson just hits him with a beautiful throw and really kind of throws him open in that spot. Nicely done from Watson to get Pickens the ball just past the line.
Very much agree. Back to pass now. Trips to the left side. Watson over the middle. There's Jakeem Grant right on cue. He's going to spin across the first down marker. And a little injury to Odafe there, the pass rusher out of Penn State, weakening a little bit of that defense. 12 yards on that touch for Grant.
Yeah, and Owe was another one of those injuries they had on this Ravens team. There were a lot of them, but that was a big one for them too.
Absolutely. Watson back to pass. Fires over the middle. He's got Harrison Bryant dragging across the middle. Nice little gain of about 7. Good little first down play call there. 2nd and 3 opens up the playbook. Now he's going to leave the pocket, thankfully, and fire a throw to the left side. It goes out of bounds. That was
wild.
Crazy looking animation.
Yeah, it sure was. That was quite the platform he tried to throw from, and not surprising that it went kind of...
3rd and 3, they're going to run it up the middle with Chubb. He doesn't go to the green grass, but he still gets the first down. Not sure why he didn't just run to the big gaping hole there. The pulling Batonio gave him plenty of space.
Yeah, not sure.
First down for the Browns.
Not sure, but certainly we'll take the first in that spot. Got it. Good to see Chubb get some positive yardage in the first down on that run.
Absolutely. Here comes Watson again, back to pass. Now he's going to spin to the left side and throw it away. At least he throws it away with some consistency.
Yeah, he sure does.
Strong eye formation here. Nick Chubb in the backfield. With Stant, they're going to pitch it to him. They got some blockers this time. Oh, sweet block by Taylor. First down for Chubb. Past the 20 to the 17-yard line, and finally Nick Chubb with an impact run and a first down, Browns.
That's the thing about Chubb, though. If he gets the opportunity to get going, even late in the game, he can just rack them up so quickly when defenses start to get tired. He'll take full advantage of that.
Absolutely. 1st and 10. They give it to Kareem Hunt. Now 7 carries, 98 yards. For Kareem Hunt, he has had a very good game here.
Yeah, he sure has.
Trying an outside zone, look to the right side, and the Ravens have stacked the box. Marlon Humphrey waiting right there, sets up 3rd and 5. About 2.5 to play here. 3rd quarter, Browns trail by 3 here. 3rd and 5, Watson under center. And here comes another stinking A-gap blitz from a linebacker, and Watson just immediately goes down once again. Kareem Hunt just stood there and let the guy run right by him.
Yeah, it was Chubb.
Chubb,
yeah, it was Chubb. But really surprising because Chubb is actually a very good pass rush blocker. He picks up those blitzes really well. So, the fact that he just kind of stood there and watched it happen is really not at all like Chubb. He would have been right in there. He'd have seen it coming. He'd have known his responsibility, and he'd have filled that hole, because he's very, very good at that. So, not at all realistic there, unfortunately, as Chubb just stands there and watches Watson, who, again, not avoiding any pressure in the pocket, just stands there and takes a sack. So, very odd Maddenisms going on there.
We have seen some interesting Maddenisms for sure. Rookie kicker Cameron Dicker puts it through. Another Texas product, of course, Justin Tucker on the other side, also out of the University of Texas. Pistol look here for Lamar. Tie game now, 13-13, and he's going to be taken out immediately. Jacob Phillips again, who's really played well.
Yes, he has. He's been all over, just especially in the middle of that line, finding, we talked about it a little bit earlier, but man, finding those gaps and just filling them so nicely. His scrape down the line and his ability to just sense the pressure in the hole, it's been excellent.
Here's a nice onside. They've got a huge hole up the middle and a great tackle in space by Denzel Ward, tackling his former teammate. Now 3rd and 2 for the Ravens. Let's see if they are able to convert. Pistol look again. They give it straight up the middle and a nice run for a first down. Taki does bring him down eventually, but J.K. Dobbins goes for about 8 in a first down, Ravens. Sure, they will appreciate having Dobbins back.
Yeah, absolutely. This offense really benefited even in his rookie year. So having him back off the injury is going to be a big deal for this run-first offense.
Great pursuit there. Chase Winovich, he comes all the way around the line. He's going to drag him to the ground after Phillips kind of stopped the initial momentum. Watch this replay here. You can see number 69 in Brown coming hustling down that line, picking up Dobbins and throwing him to the ground. And you can see he doesn't have long hair. All right, that's the end of the third quarter. 13-13, right where we started here. 2nd and 11 now. Flip the field one more time. Pistol look for Lamar Jackson. He steps up in the pocket, then he throws it quickly to the right side to Ricard, and he steps out of bounds. Gain of 1 to the fullback, Patrick Ricard.
I wonder if Winovich maybe cut his hair just to have a new look, knowing he's coming to Buckeye country to come play football.
That's true. Maybe.
I wonder if that has something
heaves it. Whoa! What a catch by Mark Andrews!
Wow.
Jacob Phillips all the way down the field in coverage, and Mark Andrews just caught that dream of a pass as Lamar just chucks this thing up as a prayer on 3rd and 11, and Mark Andrews makes a great play for his quarterback.
Yeah, Andrews really everything on this play as he just lays out for it going backwards. Beautiful play. Actually,
nice
Phillips, credit him for really good coverage.
Really
he was right there, but Andrews with a better play.
Absolutely. Back to pass now, Lamar. Pressure finally breaking through. Here comes Miles, and he's going to get him down. Finally, they sack Lamar Jackson to the 27, and it's Miles. First sack of the game for the Browns. It came at an important time here now.
Yeah,
Fourth
sure.
quarter.
You sure did. With all that pressure that they were going to get home at some point, and they finally did. Myles Garrett showing what he does best.
It's coming again. Here comes Miles, but Lamar throws it quickly, and he's going to hit the fullback, Ricard, over the middle. Troy Hill right on his back there. Good tackle in space. Sets up 3rd down and 9 to go. Tight formation here. Lamar in a shotgun. And everybody goes with Dobbins, and he holds on it on the option. He's going to run for 11 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, credit Lamar with a really, really good read on that option, sensing the defenders on J.K. Dobbins and pulling the ball at the last second to pick up more with his legs to get that 1st down. Really nicely done there from Lamar, and that they're the best at the option in the NFL.
Absolutely they are. Here comes Lamar again. All kinds of brown jerseys chasing. He'll dump left side, and they'll pick up 2 yards to Andrews now. 2nd and goal. Browns bring the goal line set in. They're going to hand it to the up man, Ricard. He breaks the first tackle, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Patrick Ricard, some fullback love. Like maybe Leal had made the initial tackle, and Ricard just kind of plowed him into the end zone, and the Ravens all kinds of momentum now, 20-13. Let's see what Watson can do now down 7 here in the 4th quarter. 11:40 on the clock here as Tucker steps back to boot it away. Some wind clearly coming in his face. As you can see, there's Grant taking it at the 5-yard line. Jakeem Grant left side, and it'll be ripped down immediately. Not a great return there for Jakeem. All right. Come on, DW. Let's see what you got here. Trotting out onto the field. Trips to the left side for Deshaun Watson. And they're going to run to the other direction, and he's going to get stuck on the back of his lineman. Ugh, I hate that.
Yuck.
Nick Chubb would never run up the back of his lineman.
No, he'd have made a cut and gone with it. That's what he does so well, is he's very decisive with his vision and his cuts. And that's part of what makes him so good outside of his just pure ability to take contact and continue to gain yards.
They go up the middle, and Malik Harrison knocks him to the ground. So now all of a sudden they're trying to feed Nick Chubb when they're down 7 in the 4th quarter. Sets up 3rd and 10. They spread it out 5 wide for Deshaun Watson. Watson back to pass. Now he's going to roll left. Now fire on the run. He's got his man, but it's Pickens, and he's going to be short of the line to gain by a lot. And they're going to punt the football away. I did not enjoy that possession.
No, certainly not the best possession there for the Browns. Not what they want after the Ravens have just scored, and that momentum is fully in the Ravens' corner now. So, defense is going to have to step up in a big way here. Obviously, you want to give your offense some time on the clock to get the tying touchdown. But you
got to keep them off the board, though, for sure.
You got to do that to start with.
Tucker's automatic from like 58, so as they try another jet sweep of sorts to Bateman, he's going to run backwards and lose 6.
Yeah, the fact that he started to run into his blocker in front of him, much like Chubb had earlier, and then elects to run backwards on his own before being tackled is why all that yardage comes off the off the sticks for the Ravens.
Turn around, give it to Dobbins left side, and the Browns swarm to him. Calais Campbell and Greg Newsome all right there. Sets up a 3rd and very long. Browns really, really need this stop.
We keep seeing Minshew on the back. I know it's supposed to be a shot of Harbaugh for the head coach, but Minshew right in the shot again.
No, right side, dump it off, right side. Can they get him? They can. They bring him to the ground. Denzel with a nice shot there.
And that's what the defense... I was going to say that's what the defense really needed right there, as you saw Myles Garrett just bury his tackle out on the outside. It was an impressive bull rush. Lamar still gets it off, but not able to get the yardage he needed for the first down as a result of the pressure. Again, pressure can win football games for you.
Mm-hmm. All right, decent field position. Here comes Watson. He's been okay. Hasn't made the big mistake that we have seen from previous quarterbacks, but he has not yet made that big splash play on offense yet either. Here he moves in the pocket. Now he's going to fire left side. It's going to be swatted down. Speaking of previous quarterbacks, that one's going to be batted down at the line. I formation, 2nd and 10. Give it to Nick Chubb. He's got a little bit of a hole. He'll take it. He'll elbow his way to the 39. Nice run for Chubb. Picks up 8. Sets up a 3rd and 2. Back to pass, Watson. Drag route across the middle. He's got Njoku, turns the corner, 45, 40, up to the 35-yard line. The Chief first down, Browns into Ravens territory.
Yeah, not sure why he tried to cut to the center there for a little bit and then decided to go outside where the green grass was. If he just kept running to the outside towards that sideline, probably gets more yardage. Instead, his pursuit is able to catch up to him from behind. A little bit unusual there on the choice of cut.
Indeed. Welcome in, George. Good to see you. Back to pass. Watson firing right side to Cooper. Short yardage pickup, just 1 yard. They'll maybe give him 2 now. Mari Cooper, just his, second catch maybe of the game. Third catch, he's been quiet.
Second one, he caught that one drag route across that I thought was Chubb at first because he had the X factor.
That's right. Left side, he's got his man coming back to the ball is Grant right at the 24. That's going to give him a first down yardage. Good play there from Jakeem Grant. Back to pass, Watson. Left side, fires into traffic, and it's going to be picked off. Marlon Humphrey, he's got the sideline. He's got the 50. Can Hunt get him? He cannot. Pick 6.
Yuck, and that's actually
probably going to do it.
Yeah, probably will, unfortunately. And that's something that Watson actually is very good at. He's very good at preventing the turnovers, very good at not throwing interceptions, very decisive with the ball. So, surprising.
But Madden is not.
No, very surprising to see him throwing it in that position. That was really a rookie mistake there that you would not expect out of Deshaun. He's so careful with the ball.
And yeah, it looked like the receiver just, I don't know, didn't come for the ball or what. But all right, well, thanks, Keith. Our dulcet tones. Browns now down 14, 5 minutes to go. Let's see if they can put something on the board here.
They need something quick here, that's for sure.
Well, a good time to hand it off to Nick Chubb. He's going to get a nice little gain of about 7, but still. You got to go, you got to go, you got to go.
Yep, you certainly need to. You got to get a 3 and out after this, after scoring a touchdown.
More Nick Chubb.
And you want to preserve as much.
And an injury to Jack Conklin.
Yuck. But you got to preserve as much clock as you can here because you want to make sure you have enough clock after they have the ball in order, because they're going to try to milk it. So if you don't get a 3 and out in particular, you're in trouble. So, you got to preserve as much clock here. Thinking of your second drive after scoring a touchdown in this one.
Absolutely. Hand that off here on a 3rd and 1. They're going to hand it off from the shotgun to Kareem Hunt, and he will pick up the first down. But all runs in a row here when you're down 2 scores feels odd.
That is not what you should be doing.
No, it is not.
Especially with Deshaun Watson at the helm.
Yeah, back to pass, left side. He's got his man Cooper across the 50. Nice play, kind of waited for the ball in front of Marcus Peters, and he got it for a first down into Raven territory. 3rd catch of the day for Cooper.
Yeah, unfortunately, Madden controls all, so we don't have a lot of choice for that. Yes,
we do. He is up in the pocket. Now he's moving. Now he's running. Now he's chasing, and he'll go down.
Yuck.
Sacked back to the 42-yard line. That time by Tyus Bowser. 2nd and 22. Yeah, 5:04. It appears that we can't escape Madden. And here's another A-gap blitz, which will just lead immediately to a sack. Why has that play been so successful for them?
It should not be, first of all, the fact that the O-line has not been able to shift to pick up that pressure is mind-boggling in and of itself, but the fact that Deshaun Watson is not sensing any of that pressure and just standing is almost like the old...
What is happening?
It's like the old...
go down again.
It's like the old Madden statue sack from forever ago.
10 sacks for the Ravens. Feels pretty unnatural. 4th and 42. Better keep the offense out there, though.
Well, they got to score, but, if you don't get this here, this is very much good night, Irene.
Yeah. Watson going to chuck it deep right side. Arm punt. And Humphrey will pick it off again. And that is going to be all she wrote for sure. So, some glimpses of some exciting things, but still just mind-boggling Maddenism.
Yep, unfortunately.
For their treatment of our quarterbacks.
So maybe it wasn't maybe it wasn't baked into Baker's code. Maybe it was just purely in the Browns. Somebody at Madden hates Cleveland.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe that's what this is.
I do not know. 2 minutes to go here.
Must be made by Steelers and Ravens fans.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Thought EA was in San Diego. Maybe their Madden division is secretly in Pittsburgh or something. Well, we appreciate everybody being on. This was a fun one for a while. Hey, Earl, welcome in. Go Browns.
Welcome.
They will be on the losing end of this one, unfortunately. Ravens will go to 4-4 here in this sim season. Browns had their bye in Week 7, which is why you didn't have a Week 7 game. And they will drop to 4-2-1. Remember, they had that tie at the beginning of the year with the Buccaneers. And I thought about trying to maybe just restart the season, but I had done so many moves already that I would have lost with free agents and stuff. It was just going to be too much. We've talked about it a decent amount, Earl. Is there something in particular you'd like Kit to speak on? Trips to the left side for Deshaun. And he will quickly throw it to a check down. That's Jakeem Grant, and he'll get 3 yards. Watson back to pass, fires it right side. He's got his man Pickens, and he steps out of bounds at the 48. That was a nice throw and catch. George Pickens, first down for the Browns. I was going to say restart this season.
We'll probably be in a new season once we have a better idea post draft anyway. So
sure.
That's kind of our typical MO is once we're
whoa
wow, that was very unusual. Wow.
That was very weird. He was like at the line, throws it across his body.
Yeah, risky throw across the defense,
a great
too.
Block there, yeah.
But managed to get a first down out of it somehow, so. But no, we tend to do that anyway, because that's kind of what started this whole thing, was the idea of post draft. Get a look at the actual season to be once the rosters are pretty close to set, and we have an idea of what it might look like, and then go from there. So yeah, we'll probably end up doing this season again with the post draft roster anyway.
3rd and 10, back to pass. He's going to get bumped and sacked, and the ball comes out and picked up by Harris 4th and 17 now for the Browns. Watson back to pass, fires right side into triple coverage, and it's dropped by David Njoku, and that will give the ball back to the Ravens.
I don't know that they were planning necessarily to move on from Baker. To talk to that point there, Earl, it's possible that they were in the discussion with the contracts and weren't coming to an agreement. That may have been some truth to the wanting more than the Browns were willing to give up in the negotiations. I don't know. That's all possible. But I think more so what really is going on here is just the relentless pursuit of creating the best possible roster they can, which means upgrading really all of the positions. But when you get an opportunity to take a shot at a guy that is in the starting really the prime of his career, especially at the most valuable position in sports, you don't pass up at that opportunity if you can really come to terms with the character of the individual in question and make sure that you're fully comfortable with who he is as a person. And I think they went way out of their way to come to that that conclusion, and we're very comfortable with that trade as a result. And when it comes down to it, they elected to move forward with the trade because they were comfortable, and then as a result they've moved on from Baker, but more so because they're looking to upgrade the Browns at whatever it takes to be the best possible team they can field.
Absolutely well said here. So I'll just continue to swipe through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sacks.
Yuck.
Is pretty gross.
Yeah, especially as good as this offensive line is, that's just, I don't see a single, there's no way. Either. I mean, they could be starting all their backups and they wouldn't have 11 sacks in a game.
I know. All right, in his debut, Deshaun Watson, 24 of 38 for 278. That's 63% completion, 2 interceptions. He got maddened. Welcome to our team, Deshaun. Nick Chubb, 15 for 47. Kareem Hunt, 9 for 98. He had that only touchdown of the game. Receiving today, how about the rookie George Pickens? 5 catches, 77 yards for him. 5 for 78 for Njoku, Jakeem Grant, Cooper, and Kareem Hunt, each with 3. Chubb with 2. 1 for Harrison Bryant. Did not see an attempt today to, that's right, the rookie Derek Deese as well. Didn't see Donovan Peoples-Jones after getting upgraded from 3rd to 2nd receiver with our trade of Garrett Wilson. So there it is again, right up the middle. How about 4 sacks given up by Nick Harris? Woof.
Yeah.
2 for Wills and 1 for David Njoku, apparently. The culprit. 11 tackles, though, on defense for Jacob Phillips. He was very, very good, as Kit had been alluding to several times during the game. A singular sack for the Browns. It was Myles Garrett. And again, 2 interceptions thrown by Lamar Jackson today, and they were both taken away by Denzel Ward. So, sadly, that one is going to do it. Our Deshaun Watson debut, not quite as exciting as we had hoped it would be, because Madden gonna Madden, as they are oft to do. But we definitely appreciate you being on, appreciate your patience during my little hiatus. I am back, and we will continue to sim with more frequency and get this simulated 2022 season over with. So, Kid, anything else you need to say to wrap it up?
No, I think you said it pretty well there. Obviously this was not the way we wanted it to go. Madden was involved, and it seems to have been baked into the Browns code, not Baker's code. So, unfortunate that seems to be the case. Hopefully, we'll see better games to come, though, and we'll continue to do the very best we can to bring you the very best product and the best realism that we absolutely best realism that we can.
Absolutely. That's what we try to do. So, again, appreciate everybody being on. You guys are the best. For Kit Nagy on the left coast with his screaming fast fiber optic internet. Phil here in Central Ohio. You can see the Browns now 4-2-1 on our sim season, which does appear to be good enough. We can go ahead and advance the week if you'd like to.
Yeah.
And see see what the AFC North standings will be after this simmed week number 8. And the Browns remain in first place at 4-2-1. Bengals at 4-4, a little bit of a Super Bowl hangover perhaps. Ravens at 4-4, and the Steelers with Mitchell Trubisky at 3-5. So, again, hope everybody is well, and have a great rest of your Sunday. And we'll be back with more Browns sim action later. Good to be back, Keith. Thanks. And George, thank you as well for helping to moderate the chat. So, we will see you next time. Today we'll say go Ravens, but as always,
go